Hi, today we're going to be installing vinyl plank flooring, and I just wanted to make a quick video to show you guys that it's easy to do and what you'll need to do it. Okay, so you'll need the vinyl plank flooring, obviously. So the flooring that we're using today is click block. So what that means is each piece of flooring has two different edges to it, and the flooring just clicks in and locks together, just like that. So to install the flooring, you're going to need this special tool. You can get this at the hardware store. And this is really important to be able to tap in the flooring to make sure that you make a tight connection. To use this tool, you're going to need a rubber mallet, also a utility knife, because you're going to need something to score and snap these vinyl plank floorings. You could also use a saw to cut them as well, which I prefer to use, but for the corners, like where you need to make 90-degree angles, you're going to want to use your utility blade. A triangle to help you measure, tape measure. I use a pencil and just draw right on the vinyl plank. Also helpful is a T. This way, when you're making your measurement on the vinyl plank flooring, you can just line up the square and make a 90-degree cut very easily. So if you get to the edge of the room and you need to have just a small skinny piece, that's what this is for. That's pretty much all you need. To start off your first row, we chose to do 2/3 of the plank here. You could also choose to do 1/3 of the plank. Once you get down to the very end of your row, whatever piece you have left, use that piece to start off your next row. You want these to be kind of staggered. Okay, so I'm gonna use my saw to cut this. So you wanna make sure you have the board oriented the right way, the same way that you make your measurements. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is actually just use my tape measure to line up 18.5 inches. So my blade's gonna cut right here. So I'm just gonna use this to kind of center this right there. It doesn't have to be exact because we're gonna put trim around the border. But 18.5 inches is right there. Okay, so we're gonna install this piece. So there's a lip here that fits in with this groove, as well as a groove here that fits underneath here. So we're just gonna insert it at an angle about 45 degrees, and it'll kind of snap into place. You can kind of wiggle it. And then drop it down. Okay, it looks like I'm pretty good on my measurement. And this edge here, I'm just gonna use my mallet. Make sure you clean out all the debris that's in there, because then it won't sit flush. Okay, I'm just gonna use my mallet and tap that down. Perfect. And then we're gonna make sure that there's no gap here. So I can't use my tool because it's gonna hit the wall. So what I'm gonna do is use a scrap piece, line it up on this edge right here, and kind of just tap it in like that. When you're going around and doing these edge pieces, have a piece of your trim handy so you can occasionally check and make sure that the trim is going to cover up any large gaps that you have here. When you're using your tapping tool, don't hook it over this gray rubber lip. You're going to break that. Hook it onto the piece of vinyl itself, just like that. You're going to want to put downward pressure here as you're tapping the back, because it's going to be really easy for this to slip off, and then it's going to damage the edge of your vinyl plank. Okay, so I have to make a room underneath this door jamb for the vinyl flooring to fit underneath. So what I'm going to use is my multi-tool, and I'm just going to cut out a little bit more of a space here. So slide right under there, just like that. Okay, I wanted to show you how to do a little bit of a tricky piece here. So I have to cut out a little notch right here that so the vinyl will fit underneath this L. So first I measured this distance here, that's 12 inches, and I cut that to 12 inches. The next thing that I did was I made a mark right here, because that's where I want to cut out the L. So I made a mark here. And then I also need to measure the width right here. So this is about 2.5 inches. So right here to there is about 2.5 inches. I don't know if you can see, but that's the piece that I need to cut out. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to use this little square, line this up here, hold on pressure here so it doesn't slip, and I'm going to make a couple of scores with my knife. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to try and break off this piece. I can always go back and score it again if I need
YouTube, but it looks like it came off pretty easily.
Thanks for watching this DIY vinyl plank flooring installation video. If you want to see more videos on DIY and design, be sure to hit subscribe below.